The IMF kept its forecast for South Korea's economic growth at 2.5% for this year, while also maintaining the projection for the global economy at 3.2%. Inflation has been mostly defeated around the world, according to the IMF. Our Shin Ha-young has the details.
The International Monetary Fund on Tuesday maintained its outlook for South Korea's economic growth at 2.5% for this year. This outlook is on par with its July forecast when it raised the projection due to the country's faster-than-expected growth in the first quarter, driven by strong exports. October's projection aligns with the OECD's expectations and is lower than the anticipated growth set by the South Korean government of 2.6%. The IMF expects South Korea's economy to grow by 2.2% next year, unchanged from its July forecast, but did not provide further details on the reasons. As for other nations, the IMF raised its growth forecast for the United States by 0.2 percentage points to 2.8% this year on the back of rising consumer spending. But Japan's growth was downgraded to 0.3% from July's projection of 0.7%. The growth outlook for China was cut to 4.8% due to weakness in the real estate sector and low consumer confidence. And the Eurozone's growth forecast was lower to 0.8%. Regarding the global outlook for this year, the IMF kept it steady at 3.2% but lowered its projection for next year to 3.2%, 0.1 percentage points down from its July forecast. The IMF gave a positive assessment of the global fight against inflation.
The battle against inflation is almost won. After peaking at 9.4% year-on-year in the third quarter of 2022, we now project headline inflation will fall to 3.5% by the end of next year.
However, the IMF warned that downside risks to the global economy have increased since July. Key concerns include escalating regional conflicts, particularly in the Middle East, which could pose serious risks for commodity markets. It also noted that maintaining a tight monetary policy for too long could abruptly worsen global financial conditions. It emphasized that central banks should adopt a cautious and flexible approach to monetary policy, considering inflation, growth, and employment conditions. Shin Ha-young, Arirang News.